The right music track turns a good scene into an iconic one. Because if you get the music wrong, everything falls flat. For almost 100 years, filmmakers have licensed copyrighted tracks in their movies. Directors like Tarantino, Scorsese, and Edgar Wright are particularly known for their needle drop soundtracks. But why choose this type of music over an original score? Music can transport us back in time. For a film set in the past, there's often no better way of establishing an era than with music of the time. In American Graffiti, a film made in the 70s and set in the 60s, George Lucas lets Buddy Holly set the scene. Or in American Psycho, there's no better way to show we're in the 80s than to hear what we're dancing to. Music may be the closest thing we have to time travel, but it only works when we recognize the track or associate it with a strong memory. 1993's Dazed and Confused capitalized on 70s nostalgia, and Alice Cooper's School's Out was the perfect track to capture not only a time, but also a distinct emotion. After an inspiring encounter, Greta Gerwig's character gallops through the streets of Chinatown in France's Ha. Behind, we hear David Bowie's Modern Love, an artist Gerwig is personally inspired by. Sometimes a track can reference something inside the script, whether it's a character's name or what the characters are doing. Sometimes a musician has already crafted just what you need for a scene. Contrapuntal sound is when music or sound juxtaposes the visual tone. This is done for comedy in Boogie Nights, when Hoffman's character comes across as not quite a sexy thing.
Okay.
When Hit Girl fights an entire room in Kick-Ass, the Dickies Banana Splits plays, which is a punk rock cover of a children's TV show theme. The playful track contrasts the extreme violence.
Just another minute, please.
Here, the serene classical music of Bach plays as we anticipate the escape of serial killer Hannibal Lecter. The chilling contrast emphasizes Lecter's calculated nature. Ultimately, filmmakers love to use tracks that have lasted the test of time, as well as music in the mainstream. But licensing music like this does not come cheap. Big budget studios might pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a single track, and the legal complexities have forced indie filmmakers, especially those of us with channels on YouTube, out of consideration. Until now. For the first time, any YouTube creative of any size can easily and affordably license songs from the world's biggest artists. This is thanks to Licked, the largest library of licensable mainstream music for YouTube on the planet. That's 1.4 million tracks, 10 times more than all the other licensing platforms combined. My latest project was a Tarantino documentary, and was the perfect opportunity to use Licked to license music from Tarantino's soundtracks. I was able to browse their platform for songs I knew appeared in his films, such as Rumble by Link Wray. That way I could use this scene from Pulp Fiction amongst the rest of my edit, in a way that felt natural to the original film. The same goes for Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon, a track I licensed from Licked so you could see Mia sing the same lyrics. And as Licked's catalogue is so big, there's often room to get creative too. One of the ending themes of Pulp Fiction and my video is about retirement, with Jules quoting, "Basically, I'm just gonna walk the earth." With the Licked track Walk Around Heaven by Bo Williams, I used the lyrics to punctuate the same emotion.
Walk around heaven. Oh. And then dropping the mic.
What's she gonna do then?
And saying, okay, that's it.
Basically, I'm just gonna walk the earth.
And remember, I'm able to use tracks like this and monetize my video. Thanks to Licked squashing all copyright claims, I can create how I want without losing any ad revenue. I've honestly been using Licked for a while. In my Jamie Foxx documentary, I licensed tracks from Ray Charles that Fox sings in Ray.
Now if I call her on the telephone,
as an editor, this is a dream. Having to cover up or cut around original sources can be a pain.
on my door.
Licked allowed me to let these clips shine in a way they deserved.
Mess around.
Another project is Jack Black Doesn't Fit In.
Do you have the time?
A video that celebrates all types of rock music. In the story, Jack struggles with self-doubt, and this Green Day track felt a perfect fit.
He doesn't really fit into regular society,
Keep setting up.
and neither do I.
Think I'm cracking up.
And sometimes using mainstream music is the whole point.
I watch us stop.
In my Greta Gerwig doc, showcasing the Barbie hype would not have hit the same without using music that we were all familiar with at the time.
Over $1 billion at the global box office.
All this said, there's more to it than just creative reasons. Licked has proven that using recognizable music boosts 13.5% video views, 21% more likes, and 51% more comments. The data is there, whether you have millions of subscribers or you're just getting started. Better music makes better content. Sign up to Licked today at go.licked.co/Dodford.